Good morning and happy Sunday. I am Mary from Mary's Heirloom Seeds, and welcome to my weekly live chat here on YouTube. Uh, so it's summertime, it's hot. My normal live chats have been Thursday nights at 5 p.m. Central Time for the last couple years. However, it's been a little on the warmer side lately, so I've been going live on Saturday morning. If you are just joining me for the first time, welcome. For those of you that join me regularly, welcome back. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and then comment below. Let me know you're here. Let me know what you're planting for fall. I am going to be doing some planting today, and honestly, for the next couple of months, probably I'll be planting for fall. Good morning, Cheryl. Thanks for joining me. And Inga, thanks for joining me. I have pollinators flying all over the place right now. So if I duck, it's probably a bumblebee. Hey, Esther's daughter, thanks for joining us. So yesterday, I went to the Kaufman County Master Gardeners Gathering event, or Gardeners Gather event. It was awesome. And so that's why I didn't go live here on Saturday morning, and I'm joining you here on Sunday morning. The topic was fall planting. Hey, Melinda, thanks for joining me. And I didn't go to the class because I don't know what to plant for fall, but I always love supporting groups that support me as well. And Perry, who taught the class, is fantastic. She is amazing at designing gardens. She does cut flower gardens and vegetable gardens, and she reached out to me and asked if I would create a specific seed combo pack just for this class and just for the planning portion of the class for fall. And I'm like, yes, of course. So if you go to the themed garden section at Mary's Heirloom Seeds, you'll find something called Perry's Fall Seed Combo Pack. And it was, I want to say it's 14 different varieties specific for this plan. So I will be teaching the next class. I'll be speaking next month, Monday, September 8th at 10 o'clock. It's only going to be about 30-minute chat. And then if you're local, you can pick up some seeds if you want. I will be bringing supplies. So today I'm going to share with you what I planned and what I will plant. So because it's YouTube, it's going to be backwards. So I shared this on my Facebook page as well. Hey, Tracy, thanks for joining us. I'm in the garden as well. If you see, I've got some bare space here that's ready to be filled in. If you see that back here, the middle garden bed, that one's already planted. So we've got lots to pull out. Some of the summer crops that didn't do as well, I'm going to be pulling some of those out this weekend, planting more stuff. I've got some bare spots in the garden that I'm going to be planting. So I want to share with you what I did yesterday. Now, I generally don't get this fancy with it. Some people love to do it. Some people love to use an app to plan their fall garden. Some people like to do it on paper. Perry said that she used to use Canva to plan it out, and now she prefers the paper method. So what we did was we have this fancy pants graph paper, and I should have shown you like the step-by-step part of it. So I use graph paper for planning my garden beds, and I was explaining to one of the ladies how I do it. Now we're talking about fall planting. First, we're going to plant it. So I'll take a graph paper and I'll say, okay, this is the fence garden that I'm in right now. And I'll lay out all the beds and I number all those beds. And then I'll flip it to another sheet. And each one of these beds, I will generally I can fit 2 on a graph paper, or I'll just do 1 bed. And then that leaves me room for notes. So say this is going to be bed number 1 in this particular fence garden. So what I'll do here is I will put 4 by 4 in the graph paper is 1 square of my raised bed. Now all these raised beds are 4 foot by 8 foot. Amazing Perry spoke yesterday about specifically planting a 4-foot by 8-foot bed. Now, let me tell you what we are planting, because the topic today is planting your fall garden. And for those of you joining me, thank you for joining me. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and comment below what you're going to be planting, or maybe just tell me what your favorite fall variety is. Kimberly says, hello and good morning. Thought about you yesterday, planted the eggplant medley. Awesome, very cool. It's basically a surprise to see what you're growing. Okay, so Kimberly, I want to address that because someone specifically asked, they said the same thing, that it was a surprise. So the eggplant medley is a mix of 3 specific eggplant varieties. So yes, it will be a surprise on what is growing, but it's only going to be one of 3 varieties, just so you know. And it's Pet Siam, Turkish orange eggplant, one more. Maybe it's Black Beauty. I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head, but it's 3 specific varieties. So just so you know. Okay, so Kristen says this is a great idea. So in Perry's fall garden seed combo pack, we have a bunch of awesome stuff. We have red acre cabbage. Linda Bell says, good morning from Ohio, 102-degree heat index. It's really hot here right now. I'm sweating and it's like 9:06. We're supposed to have 98 degrees today, which is probably about, the feels like temperature is probably 110. So I understand. I'm not going to plant these today, but this is going to be a bed. Now in Perry's fall seed combo pack, we have red acre cabbage, which will be 1 per square, Nero de Toscana cabbage, which is also called lacinato kale. We have Swiss chard, rainbow Swiss chard specifically, amazing and beautiful. She mentioned how she plants it just for the flowers, and I'm telling you, it is truly an ornamental variety. Inga says, I use the graph paper you put in your garden journal. Oh yes, my garden binder is amazing. Right, it's the 3. Okay, good. So as long as you know, there's only 3. Then you have Chioggia beet, packed toy cabbage. Those you can put a lot more per square, and I'm going to show you specifically what she included. Italian parsley, moss curled parsley, sugar snap peas. Oh my goodness. Sugar snap peas are delicious. They are a fantastic fall snack. And I'll show you how I'm going to do mine this year. Now, if you look behind me, you can see my falling apart trellis. I'm itchy because I got bit, and even though I sprayed myself again, you'll see my falling down trellis. I have to fix that. But usually I plant those climbing crops on the back side. But the problem with that is I'm short. So if I plant it on the back side, I have to reach over into 4 feet of bed to get the snap peas, or I have to reach my hand over. And again, I'm short, so I can't really get, if I'm only 5 feet tall and the bed is, the trellis is 4 feet high, I can't really get much, clearance. So I will show you what I'm going to do with my sugar snap peas this year. And then we have arugula, we have rainbow carrots, we have a romaine variety, Paris Island Cause romaine, beautiful variety. Then we have America spinach, French breakfast radish, and Micheli cabbage, which again doesn't take up as much space. So there's a lot you can plant in a single 4-foot by 8-foot bed. Welcome, Caitlin. So this is totally different. I normally don't go live on a Sunday. I am usually like covered in mud, watering the garden, pulling stuff out, planting stuff, weeding at this time of the morning on a Sunday. So I'm like way cleaner than I normally am on a Sunday morning. And it is hot, hot, hot. Yes, ma'am, Inga, I will post this. I posted it on Facebook. I will post it in the community section on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to show it to you as well in just a second. So she also included, I have this key. I have a similar key, not the specific key. Kristen says, receive green arrow peas in my mystery bag. Can you plant those? Yes, you can, and carrots and beets. In the description section of this video, you'll find a link to my comprehensive planting guide. In the comprehensive planting guide, you will also find my fall guide, and it has so many varieties. It's a major list of specific fall crops or specifically cool weather crops. So just check that out as well. So I also have in the comprehensive planting guide a seed spacing guide or plant spacing guide for raised beds. And it is specifically a square foot garden type of layout. And so Perry made it so easy. We've got 1 per bed or 1 per square plants, 4 per square plants, 9 per square plants, and 16 per square plants. So you'll see that you can plant more than one. Obviously, you are going to plant more than 1 carrot in a in a square. I said 4, but when I lay this out, I'm going to show this to you now. I'm going to do it long ways, but you'll see it in just a second. So if you look at these, each square is 4 by 4, 4 by 4. Okay. And so that is 4 feet across down and 8 feet across. So this is a 4 foot by 8 foot bed. And I'm showing you to you this way because that's how my beds are laid out. So if I was going to do this the way my beds are laid out, I would have done it this way instead of this way. But this way allowed me to make a list of all the specific varieties. And here it says KCMG, that's for the Kaufman County Master Gardeners. And it's a 4 foot by 8 foot. And then of course I made some extra notes because we were wondering about garlic and garlic chives and regular chives. And can you plant those in the garden beds as well? Yes, absolutely. They are all fall crops. You can plant chives in the spring as well, but you can also plant them for fall. So the question was garlic chives. They're a perennial. And what is the color of the flowers, the blooms, for garlic chives versus regular chives? So garlic chives, also perennial, have a white flower, and the chives are fairly flat, like a blade of grass, only wider. And then regular chives, also a perennial, have a purple flower. And I've seen people make chive blossom vinegar. My sister made purple basil vinegar, and I've got that recipe on my website. It is delicious, and you can use it in salad, like salad dressing that you make. You can use it as a marinade. So now I'm going to show you, because I'm going to show it to you upright because you can see the writing on it. Now, Perry had you do a, what did she call it? A guide, so that you weren't writing on the paper, but I like it all in one sheet, so that's what I did. So you got Nero de Toscana and Nero de Toscana. Oh, bumblebee. Then you have spinach and spinach. You've got parsley. So this is how she did it. And I have to say, I don't normally get this fancy when I do my garden planning. I usually just write in the square and I'm done. But I kind of like this because the visual is very nice. So this bed that I laid out, and I will share it as well in multiple places. This bed that I laid out allows me to utilize every single seed that I mentioned to you. 2 types of parsley, which we don't eat a lot of parsley, so I only have 1 square per variety because there's 2 types here. But I have 4 squares of carrots because I love carrots. I've got 4 squares of peas because I love peas. And then each of the other varieties only has 2, except for Swiss chard. And I'll show you why. If you look at this real quick, I've got Swiss chard here, and then I've got peas, and then I've got Swiss chard there. So the other one that I've got is cabbage. I put my red acre cabbage here, and I put my pak choi cabbage on the outsides. And those are because those are small. So the key is to put your larger crops in the middle and your smaller crops on the outside. And the reason for that is that way you don't have to be reaching way over a tall crop like Swiss chard. I've had Swiss chard grow over 2 feet tall in my raised bed. when I grew it for the seeds, it grew over 4 feet tall in my raised beds. So I definitely don't want that on the outside of the bed, because I want to be able to reach the small stuff in front and the big stuff on the inside. So that was key. Now, where am I putting my peas? Let me answer this question. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Joanne, or Joan. The only way I've been able to grow chives is by buying chives plants. So most likely you are planting your seeds too deep. When I plant chives, I literally sprinkle them over the soil, water really well, and you can put a piece of cardboard down over it, which is exactly how I do my carrots. And water it, cardboard, pull it up, the cardboard, and then water it again very gently, but don't bury the seed. I think that's key for a lot of people. They are planting their seeds too deep. Super common. Try it. It might work for you. All right, so what am I doing with my peas? All right, so my peas are right smack dab in the middle of this. I love this garden plan, and I will share this this image on I shared it on my Facebook channel. I shared it on my Instagram page, and I'll share it on my community or post section here on my YouTube channel. So the peas are right in the middle. And rather than using the trellis idea here, which is attached to the bed, and then I used chicken wire, which totally works, but this is just reusing stuff that was already here. So these big pieces of wood were already on the property when I bought the place, and then the chicken wire was left over from my chicken coop. So basically it was free, and so that's why I used it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually purchase a not a teepee, but an upside down V, whatever you want to call that. I'm going to purchase trellises that go like this. And so that's going to go across, and I'm going to probably purchase 2. And what I'm going to do is when I put my teepee trellis up, I'm going to plant peas on the inside and on the outside so they can grow up. So for example, in one square, I'll plant 4 pea seeds, 2 on one side of the trellis and 2 on the other, so that I can maximize the amount of plant growth in a single raised bed. So just like Perry said when she was teaching the class, she was going to actually plant based on what she had planned on hers. This is not how she had hers planned. This is how I personally planned mine out. So everyone in the class got a list of good fall crops, and then which you can find at Mary's Heirloom Seeds as well. Also in the description section of this video, you'll find a link to my fall seed collection. All of those seed varieties, I'm mostly positive, all those seed varieties are cool weather crops, so they can be planted for fall. I apologize if I'm speaking too quickly today. It's very hot out here, and I want to get all this information out to you and then cool down a little bit and then come back out in the garden. So that is my fall planting information. This is just the beginning because it's only August. I will be planting, there's a hawk up there. Inga says, are you using an open grid trellis so you can still reach through? Yes, I will. This is what I have for my cucumbers right here. And you can see it's falling down because I knocked over it. Cheryl says, with this trellis method, do you remove some of the pea leaves for sun? I will be removing some, but not a lot. And the reason being is this is a full sun garden. Someone asked me, well, like, how do you plan in this type of setup? I have a garden on that side that is full sun right now, and it will be mostly shade by the afternoon time. This garden here is mostly shade right now because we've got trees on this side that give it a really nice buffer. But in about 30 minutes, this space will be full sun all day long. So I have to plant things in this bed that are going to thrive in more sun. So yes, I will be removing some of the leaves, but I probably won't have to remove most of the leaves because there's going to be so many, there's going to be so much heat and sun that it's going to be fine. So that is it for me for today. This is just an intro really for fall planting, but I wanted to get you a good head start. Whether you're ready to plant now or whether you're not going to plant until next month, this is a great way to kind of get an idea of what seeds you already have, what seeds you may need to purchase or want to purchase, and then what you want to plant. She also said, plant stuff that you like to eat. And I cannot stress that enough. There are some things that I like to plant that are new, but also I want to plant things that I've never tried because I may like it. So there's a thought for you. So peas being a cool weather crop, do you need to plan for a date of maturity where you look at the weather conditions at a fruiting stage? Yes and no. I already know what my frost time is. So Inga says, meaning is it still too hot to plant peas? For me, in my space, it is too hot to plant peas right now. That's why it's good. I have this plan, and I'll be planting this probably not until next month, but it'll start to be cool down. So it'll be time for it. Yes, Agape Field says, I make a TP trellis out of bamboo. My only issue with that is because we get so much wind here, I have tried that in the past and it has been blown over. So I want to plant something that I want to use something that's a little more sturdy for this because I'm planting so much on it. I really don't want to lose it. Kimberly says this was very helpful. As always, new to me things. I plant something different every year. Awesome. Thank you so much. So if I missed your question or if you have additional questions, you can always reach out to me in an email and I'm always happy to help. My email is mary@marysheirloomseeds.com and I do actually answer. See, the sun is almost ready to get just over that tree line there. So, all right, let me show you real quick. The last thing I have for you is I promised I would share. This is how many cloves of garlic you can plant in a 25-gallon grow bag. The 25-gallon grow bags are on sale right now in my August seed sale. And so if you look down there, I made a little visual for you, and that is 18. So the answer to that question that was a question I got from customers this week, was how many cloves of garlic can I plant in a 25-gallon grow bag? These are fantastic for fall crops. If you don't have the space or you want to add something or you don't have an in-ground spot but you want to plant something for fall, the 25-gallon grow bags are fantastic. And the August seed sale is listed in the description section as well. All right, everybody. So thank you so much for joining me. If you have additional questions, just reach out in an email. I am so happy that you all joined me here, and hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will be live again on Facebook on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Time. Have a good one. Happy planting.